Let me begin.
Alright.
Hey Jordan, do you still have some of that popcorn?
So, Rick,
Oh, that video, that's awesome.
players, Rick and Kui will be taking your wrappers and your advertisement cards and be putting it in this box.
Whoa.
I'll be putting it at the end of the match. Okay?
Whoa.
So please pass your garbage
Hi,
down
Rick.
to these guys.
Okay, sure. Oh, wait. That doesn't matter.
Alright, another
get
afternoon
started.
draft for me,
Cyclops
and
Pack, so it's
oh,
gonna suck,
Cyclops
so-
Pack, it's gonna suck. It's just a stigma that these Cyclops packs really suck. It's either a Johnny, Cyclops, or Farika, and Cyclops is crap compared to those two, so yeah. Looking at the pack, it doesn't look great. Oh, Grim Guardian's a good card. Where is Dictate of Black? Dictate of Arrows? Sure. Supply Line Cranes here is good. And Dictate of Arrows, there we go. That's the obvious pick here because it's a really good rare. Grim Guardian is tempting, but it's so slow. I'm kind of sick of doing the blue-black slow deck. Oh, Hydra Broodmaster. Whoa, hey, I can go into like blue-green, awesome. But one of my rules tells me to try to stay monocolor as much as possible. And I really want to play with Dictate of Black. I mean, Nightmare's End here is good removal. Grim Guardians here is good, just a good value card. The Hydra's really cool, but I think I just stick with Black, see what happens. I don't really care too much for the Hydra. And sending that left will put my people to the left into green and keep them the hell away from my black. Hopefully. Here is a bunch of cards I don't care much for, so, well, these cards suck. I'll have to go to second color. The most objectively strong card here is Blathus Boar is good. It has evasion, but Hubris. Hubris is good. Removal is always great. Blue-black is, I've been drafting it like 5 times in a row. I'm so sick of it. Arg. Anyway. Black card there, blue card there. Other cards are not great. I don't feel like cutting into those colors just for the cards that I see there. Now, Skyheart is cool. It's an enchantment, so it triggers the thing. It is aggressively costed, and blue-black generally isn't a very aggressive color. So I think I take the Cloaked Siren here because 3-2 flash. Yeah, that's really good. 3-2 flash flyer, even better. Because it's not freaking breaching hit account. That's a bad card. Font of Fortunes, good card draw. Font of Return, not good card draw. The other blue card is a Darker Mystic, which I hate playing with because I always bonk on that. So yeah, I take Font of Fortunes. Here I have a choice between some pretty underwhelming cards. If I were red, I'd say Hoplite would look nice. If I were another color, those other cards would look nice. But I'm not. Seven Deceit has the transmute ability. I don't really want to play it. I don't like it. I read it. I was like, screw that. But the pack is pretty light. Pull from the Deep doesn't really do much for me. I mean, if I end up pulling a lot of removal, that'd be a really good control card. But I don't want to play control right now. I just want to start attacking. Another pull from the Deep. Don't really care. Other black card. Nyx Infusion is good here because it does double duty. It does a removal for some, it does not removal for others. Chasm of Darkness is cool, but Font is even better. I really like Font as a card draw card. Could be a mistake, but drawing cards is actually extremely fun. And I think here there is a lull, so I will review the picks so far. Black and blue, basically just black and blue. I would much prefer if I were more single colored here, because if, for instance, I open, well, what could I open in Born of the Gods? Like Xenagos. I will definitely take Xenagos, the god. And, yeah, I don't not take Xenagos, so I take Xenagos, and then, like, well, I guess I will not be playing him. That's fine. So, yeah, I like going one color in the first pack just to leave my options open. Here are some mediocre cards. I take Castle in Darkness instead of Rise of the Eagles. Rise of the Eagles is a great late game thing to make flyers. I think that's like the third die I'm passing. Rise of the Eagles here is good to make flyers, but I like Cast in Darkness just because it's -2, -0, good against aggressive decks, that kind of deal. The 4/4 is actually an aggressive card, which, you know, the Constellation Trigger makes my things unblockable. Oh, hey, I'm talking about it now. Yes, good, because I picked it really quickly. That was really stupid of me. So 4/4 for 5, which is decent colors, decent stats in blue, and Constellation Triggers is makes one thing unblockable. Great, I'm telling Rick to come at me, bro, to give me some cards, because it's dead air. So the 4/4 is aggressively costed. From what I see in my deck right now, I'm not really aggressive, but you know, you never know. There's no reason to hate draft there. I just take the black card because I might be able to play it. The other cards are complete crap. Oh, I almost take the black card, but I was like, I'm not gonna play that black card. And this, you know, a flyer might see play. Knowledge and Power, dumb card. It takes a lot of going in deep to get that card in. So you know, I need prognostic experience. I think it's more of a sealed card. I don't really like building around it in draft. Let's take out the bad cards and cut to rare. I think this rare sucked. So, oh, Faded, wasn't it? Yeah, Faded Infatuation. I mean, I'm blue, but I'm gonna run it. Looking at black-blue cards right now. Whoa, Drown Sorrow, great card. Turning Snare, not great card. Some really strong white. Holy crap, I feel bad for passing this away. Carrying Butcher, Bolts, red-white cards. Retracted Helix is good as a bounce, but I don't run very many creatures, so I'll take the Drown in Sorrow. Thank you very much. Pass that to Rick. And let's see my next pack, which has a Flutterstep Eidolon. It's fantastic. Sphinx Disciple, not really. Grim Transformation, or Grizzly Transformation, that's cool. It's a choice between Flutterstep and Sudden Storm. I take Sudden Storm because of the tempo, and if I were more aggressive, the Flutterstep would be a great choice to, you know, get final damage in, or not even final, but just start getting damage in. But that's not the case here. So Sudden Storm is the correct pick. It tempos really well. And those are my 2 picks so far from Born of the Gods. Drawn in Sorrow is really good, especially limited when people actually play low drop creatures. Seldom is it a dead card. And even when it is kind of deadish, you just have to end up sucking it up and doing it post combat once their creatures have taken some damage. So you get those off board, and then you get to scry one, all that jazz. Alright, this is my pick so far, because there's no way I'm opening another Dictate. Dictate of Black. I didn't even see Dictate in all my friggin' games. It went to the main board. I don't think I'll be doing a deck tech on this because I didn't prepare. But, yeah. Nyx Born guy is terrible. And Asphyxiate. Ooh, top. Whoa, there's a Fall of a Hammer in there as well. And Acolyte's Revenge. Whoops. Acolyte's Reward, which is a really good card for white, especially if it's heroic. If you have, you know, like 2 to 3 white pips, that card becomes a crazy blowout and destroys all kinds of combat math. And I've used it. I've had it used against me. It's been great both times. I feel like I got outsmarted when I lose against it. It's like, wow, you mathed the crap out of me. So that's cool, but I definitely take Asphyxiate here. I don't go around like hating if I can just improve my deck. There's a blue card here, don't care. Ooh, Foil Nullify. My deck's going to be super slow. My deck's going to be control-y. I will need these counterspells. Nullify is a take here. I think I surprised an opponent in one game because I doubled Nullified twice. I don't remember. Yeah, this is like 8 hours ago. This was like 8 hours ago. Jeez. So, the picks so far are not going to be reviewed because I'm just going to sit around and do nothing. The blue-black has been coming around a lot lately, and it is pissing me off. I've been playing a lot of Esper colors, a lot of slower decks, a lot of not attacking decks, and though some are doing well, some are doing crap, I'm just sick of it. I don't want to play blue-black anymore. So my next draft, I actually forced myself to stay away from both blue and black, and I have a lot of fun. It's just the funnest ever deck. Not funnest ever, but it's just really refreshing after this long span of, well, this deck's gonna be blue-black. And it's just, you know, sitting around, being slow, dealing 2 damage per turn. I hate it. Alright, let's see some packs. Ooh, Siren of the Fang Coast. I like this a lot. Every time I see this, I think of it as Strike Harpy. You know, in the tribute, they have to sack a creature. But if they don't pay tribute, I get to choose a creature. I choose your fatty. Thank you. Let's see. Here, I have a choice between Necrobite and Stratus Walk. I take Necrobite because I don't really run. Oh, Eye Gouge is cool. I don't really run many. Oh, I should have taken Eye Gouge. Frick. I played against a lot of X1s. Oh well, too bad. I Flitter Step here. I don't really. Sorry, Stratus Walk here. Ooh, a Nullify. And another Necrobite. I think I took the Nullify because I already have a Necrobite. I don't run that many creatures, so Necrobite doesn't have as many targets. That's the same logic I use for the Necrobite versus Stratus Walk, because I don't really need to give my guys flying. What I need to do is make sure my guys survive and use them as removal. So that's what Necrobite does. Oh my god, a third Necrobite comes by. So I take the 2 Necrobites, be happy, don't worry, and I see a lot of red-green. Don't really know if those are good red-green cards, but hey, let's look at that. What? Hold on, double Nullify, double Necrobite. I love the consistency. I think for a long time, the one of the Nullifies sat in my sideboard. So, you know, but it's so shiny. It's so cool. I'm waiting for packs again. I really... Actually, well, this draft in my mind is actually pretty underwhelming. Like, I wish I'd been doing better stuff than this. So, there's not a lot of enthusiasm behind this commentary on it, and that's a disservice. But you know what? Tough. And yeah, I think I'm just having idle conversation with Rick here. Judging by the video, there are some spikes in the audio. And here's some packs. Oh, Retraction Helix came back. So it faded. Infatuation. This Slowly Blue's pretty open, which I'm fine with. I don't take Faded Infatuation because I don't really want it. I don't really want to copy creatures. I'd rather bounce them. So Retraction Helix is a fantastic pickup here. A bunch of green cards I don't want, and a white card that's not playable. I take the Peregrination because it's the most splashable green card. And here I take the creature that I... Oh yeah, I take the 2-drop because maybe I'll need 2 drops. I do have the issue of not paying attention to what I draft and not drafting things that are low on the curve that I actually, like, you know, need. Because it doesn't feel great sitting around for 3 turns saying land go. I know, control players, it feels terrible doing that. And while I do run counter spells, it's not really a really strong limited deal unless I'm going really deep into it, which I am not. So you know, I will. Oh, Elspeth pack. What will I get? Most likely crap. I think it was a temple, and I was like, oh, do I just take the temple here? Oh no, it was Artisan Forms. Okay, so Artisan Forms is actually a legitimate pick here. It's a creature. I have a few targeting things, so I can, you know, become their fatty. But I take Ordeal of Blue against Better Judgment here because, again, I mentioned earlier I don't have many creatures, so I really shouldn't be taking an Ordeal. However, I really like Ordeals, so I take this freaking Ordeal. I don't know, man. I just take it. Artisan Forms here would be the correct pick. Since I don't have many creatures, I can just copy their fatty. And that'll be fine by me. So, oh well, tough. Let's look at here. Disciple of Phoenix is okay. I don't know how strong my Black Devotion was. I thought I'd have Dictate of Erebos more, so, you know, I'd have more Black Devotion, but not quite. But it's still a really good pick. I was waiting for, like, oh, maybe a Green Merchant will come by. No, no, no. Ooh, a foil. These first 4 cards have 3. Oh my god. There's a Read the Bones and a Horizon Scholar here. Thassa's Emissary here is a great pick, and it's non-aggressive enough that it fits into my deck. Omen Speaker here would be a really good pick just for the 2 Scries, but I definitely don't take Omen Speaker over a foil, or, you know, just any Thassa's Emissary. Let's see here. Oh, Dissolve. Oh, Dissolve. Yeah, I'll take that immediately, because that's exactly what I want. A catch-all counterspell. Excellent. Let's be scry. Spend Fortune Hunters here. Good. Oh, but Benthic Giants. Benthic Giant has come around for me as a really strong creature because of things like the Tap Dog and Thassa's Yes, Thassa's has been doing some crazy work for me lately. Or, sorry, crazy work against me lately. Here I want to just hate draft the Time to Feed, but looking at my curve, I don't think I have many low drop creatures, so I still have to take the Fellhide Minotaur, get a 3-drop, because look at it. My 3 drops is that card, I guess 1. No. 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 Still no. It's a 2-drop. That's 4. That's no. I need the Fellhide Minotaur on my curve. Oh, so annoying. Ooh, Aqueous Form, Sealock Monster. Ooh, Bloodsoul Harpy is cool on my curve, but Sealock Monster is just stronger. So I was saying something about, Benthic Giant. Hexproof has been so good to me. It's really hard to remove a card in Hexproof in this format right now. Lampad is cool, but I like Coastline Chimera here because it blocks better. And I want to block more than I want to attack at the moment. I freaking take the I take the Bronze Sable again for my curve. I don't think I ended up using it, but it's kind of safe to have. Fate Foretold here over Thassa's Bounty. Maybe Thassa's Bounty is correct, since... Oh, here's another Thassa's Bounty. I think Thassa's Bounty would have been correct. Is more correct because
I don't know what to
I'm
take.
slower. Again, I don't have many creatures,
What the hell
so
is this crap?
Fate Foretold generally won't have as many targets to enchant. So Thassa's Bounty here is cool. Sometimes on 6, I would just need to draw 3. Really bad Sphinx, because it doesn't give me life, doesn't do all that crap, but it does fix my draws for the next few turns, which is, it's really helpful. Hey Rick, calm down. Bad card. I will take the card that will hurt my flyers. Another black. That's actually the last card I got in my next draft too. The Ferris Band Raiders, or Ferris Band Centaur? That guy, whatever. Anyway, this is a review of the cards. It's pretty crappy, but blue-black get their deck. And it didn't get there. But, you'll see as the game.